What's up, Rohan? What up, brother? Welcome in, welcome in. I did just take a trade earlier and it was a loss. I'm not gonna lie, I made a mistake. I originally wanted to do something like this, but I accidentally went in 2 contracts, and I'm not gonna lie, I was down in drawdown for a little bit, which was not good. I almost got stopped out on this candle, I'm not gonna lie. So I entered off of this candle right here and had my stop right here. Almost got stopped out like somewhere right on this candle, I believe, but we ended up retracing slightly right here, and then I just closed for a small loss. I realized my mistake now. Probably shouldn't have entered longs too early. There was really nothing, no sweep or anything. I kind of realized that we probably wanted London lows just because of how ES was selling off, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna close for a small loss. It's all good. But there's that. Yes, I'm currently down. I got one more trade in me before I gotta call it. I got my 2 trade rules, but basically I'm maybe looking for longs now if we could close above here somehow. If not, if we still keep selling off, I would not be surprised if we just hold off. Don't really have any targets though, but maybe if we do sell off, let's see. That could be possible. Quite unfortunate. 4 hour when F. Okay, let's see. I'm unfamiliar with what that means, but let's see if we push off from here or not. Yes, might be a little bit clean. Either that or this happens. We just dump from here. I don't know if that's possible. We'll see. bit of a snooze fest right now, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, what up, Boom? I did take something. It was quite unfortunate, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of mistakes on my end, but basically, this was basically my trade right here. I took a long. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea why I took a long. We had London lows still. ES at the time was basically like hovering these lows, right? So we just swept these lows right here, right? I don't know what I was doing, but like ES was like right here, NQ was like right here, right? This I wouldn't really call this a sweep, right? This is not really a sweep for me. I feel like we probably most likely would have slammed down to like really kind of sweep this level. We didn't. All right, and I don't know why I took a long on NQ, but basically I ended up taking a long on NQ because there's an SMT as well. Big mistake. And when I did enter the trade, I accidentally misclicked the buy button twice. So I was basically in on 2 contracts. Long looking good right now though. Yeah, it is. Except it's kind of the worst price action I've ever seen, bro. This is some barcode stuff. I mean, if we manage to close above this level right here, that would be nice. Literally what's happening right now. Took the same L. Yep, there you go. Yeah, it's all good, Pedro. I think the reason that trade lost, Pedro, was because we probably should have just waited for London, right? Because if you look at ES, right, ES was basically it was close to sweeping this level. I really wouldn't call this a sweep right here. So what most likely would have happened, and I knew it too, is we probably would have slammed down to resweep it, right? And basically just fake out all the traders who went in long early. That's what ended up happening. So I did end up closing early, right? So this is my P&L on the day, right? So I entered off of this candle right here, and we basically almost touched my stop loss, I believe, like right here, right? So we almost touched my stop loss on this candle, but we ended up retracing slightly. And when I saw this retrace, sure, I could have gone break even, or maybe it could have even gone into green, but I wasn't gonna risk it. I knew I made a mistake entering on 2 contracts. So as soon as we got pretty close to this level, like right here, I just basically closed it for a small loss. And yeah, I'm just kind of like on my hands, or I'm just kind of waiting around right now. But yeah, I think Woom, you're right. This definitely looks good for long. So basically my condition for a long now is, I mean, it would, ideally, I'm not gonna lie, ideally I would really like longs if maybe we didn't sweep this 4-hour already, right? But just the fact that we kind of did, I'm a little bit sketch, but I still like longs just because the overall market's pretty bullish, right? The overall market's pretty bullish. We did sweep the London and Asia lows right here, right? So we did sweep that. So my minimum requirement for a long right now is we close above this fair value gap right here first, right? From there, that's kind of the first sign that I would really like to see for longs, right? But you see, the thing is now, I could kind of at the same time see shorts, right? Because now we have all this, was it higher resistance liquidity, right? We have all this higher resistance liquidity that is just kind of building up right now, right? And we could just end up slamming down. And the reason we could end up slamming down is we still also have targets, right? To the downside. We still have targets on the downside, right? So what ended up happening is we kind of just sell off right here. So I'm kind of just like, I don't know where the market wants to go. It's not clear, right? Usually when I put on a trade, it's the clearest thing ever. It's like I know where price is drawing towards, right? Just because you could tell by how aggressive the candles are like forming, right? Like at this point, you see this big ass fucking excuse my language. You can see this big ass like fair value gap, right? And it's kind of telling you it wants to push towards these levels, right? But then when you get over here, you get like, sure, you get strong candles, but they're in both directions. So now I'm like, I don't know, where are we long, are we short, where do we want to go, so I just, it's not the greatest. If we don't get a trade, we don't get a trade, that's fine. But like I said, we could end up slamming down short, but we also could end up going long. My only requirement for long is if we could manage to close above here somehow. Just because we close above doesn't mean I'll take the trade though. If we close above and maybe another setup forms like right here in this little area, like we do something like this, right? Maybe a retrace. I would like that. It'll be kind of hard for me to take the first initial break, right? Just because of what happened right here. Try to learn from my mistakes. But as you guys can see, we're kind of like pushing down now, right? Reason is we do have a lot of higher resistance liquidity. We might just run all this, right? So this could be the draw right now. What is going on? There we go. This could be the draw, right? As well as the 15-minute, right? You still have this wick right here. I believe this could have been a news candle. No, sorry, this was just New York Open. Actually, no, this was 10 a.m. on yesterday, so. I would like to enter shorts, but there's just no entry. Like, I feel like maybe, yeah, I just don't see an entry. I don't see any entry model for me that I could have entered on. But yeah, I'm down 140, or was it 196? Yeah, I'm not gonna force anything, right? I know myself as a trader. I easily blow up, and kind of dig a bigger grave for myself if I just think about the money, right? I'm down on the day, and it was like a mistake. I was honestly unrealized. I think I was down like maybe 500, 600, like the drawdown aspect, like over here, but managed to close small red. Definitely with this kind of, I don't know, this volatility, but like I wasn't adjusting to how big the move was, so I went in definitely a lot heavier size than what I should be doing. But yeah, I was just kind of journaling what my mistakes were right now, while waiting for the market to kind of figure out what it wants to do. There's really not much to do right now. You see, because now we go up, down, like up, down. Like I don't know what the market's trying to. What it's trying to do. It's doing some crazy stuff right now. But let's see if anyone had some wins on Twitter. None. Did you take anything though, Boom, or are you just kind of sitting around right now? I don't know if there was like a unicorn model this morning. Don't think so. Oh, you got stopped? Oh, that's unlucky. Yeah, as long as you understand the mistake, I guess. It's all good. We can learn from it. What time was your trade at? Which trade was it? You go long or what? You go short? Oh, did you go long? Okay. So it was somewhere around here, probably, my guess, right? And then you just got chopped up, right? Just right now, 10. Oh, okay, 10:04. Yeah. Yeah, see, it's just, and I really like it too, right here. The 10:04 was it? Okay, it was not bad, right? Retrace into that fair value gap, right? But yeah, you get stopped. It looked good. I'm not gonna lie, it looked good. This candle right here, I really like right here. How we kind of close above all the chop, right? So that'd be like a good sign for me for longs, right? But there's just no follow through, right? We close above all this chop right here, right? Like you see how this candle like kind of closes above, right? So that's a good sign. But then immediately after you close above, you just get like a slam down. It's just what's going on, right? There's no follow through, and we still have an objective. I still like London high, sure. The reason it's not the greatest though, like I said, is just we already swept like that major 4-hour, right? We already swept that major 4-hour. We had higher time frame SMT, yep, higher time frame liquidity sweep on equal low and lower time frame SMT. Then I saw my setup and took it. Hey, if you saw your setup and you took it and it was everything that you needed, that's a good trade, right? Just some trades don't work out, and that's all good. And data highs, yeah, it looks good, bro. It looks like a good trade. I think maybe the only thing, like, if I were to nitpick, right, like, the only thing that, like, you could have done differently maybe is just wait for maybe this fair value gap to kind of give you an idea, right? So now, like, usually after we sweep some sort of, like, low, right, Asia low or London low or whatever, right, any sort of liquidity level, and we do form, like, a big fair value gap like this one, right? This is what I, like, this is my bias builder, right? That's what, like, I don't know if that's what I call it or other people call it, but this is kind of like my bias builder right now. Is I can see both long and short, right? I just don't know which one's gonna happen, and the way I'm gonna determine if I'm gonna be bullish or bearish for the next hour or next 30 minutes is if this somehow gets closed above, right? Or this starts rejecting, like, very aggressively, and now we start pushing towards this level, right? So if we're like down here now, right, if we kind of basically break past this level and then we're kind of like pushing right here, I would be bearish 100%. I'd be bearish because now I think this is the draw, right? But if we close above here, right, I'm like, okay, that's the first sign for longs. I wouldn't take a long though. I would just wait for, like, if we're holding like a fair value gap, then I would take long, right? So that's kind of just what I'm waiting on right now, is this to give me an idea of what price is gonna do right now. Are we gonna go short? Are we gonna long? I don't know. But yeah, eventually, right? Being more patient. But still put on the trade. Bad trading. Oh yeah, so yeah, basically what you're gonna want to do is, so click on this right here, where it says name, right? Click on the open inside peek, and then I believe there's something that says journal right here. You're gonna want to click on that, right? Then it kind of just opens up all this stuff for you. You could kind of tweak it for how you want, right? So I know for you, Woom, like, you probably want to add like other sections, right? So for your lower time frame confluence, make sure you edit your properties, right? And add like you saw a 2022 model, right? So make sure you add that or whatever you need. I don't really use the 2022, so I don't really have that. It's kind of just catered towards my trading, right? Yeah. But okay, okay, now I found it. Yep, I got you. Thanks for using it. Hey, I hope it helps. It's kind of just, yeah, you could just kind of tweak it to how you want. I did see this Notion journal on like online, and I really liked it, so I was like, I kind of like copied it, I guess. I did add a couple stuff like my position and like the higher time frame market conditions, stuff like that. But I think I will probably post my journal as well, like not the template, but like my journal, so people could keep track of my trades and stuff. But yeah, let's see. Overall. See, yeah, we're still chopping around, bro. I was journaling for like 30 minutes, bro, and we're still somehow managing to chop around. It's unbelievable. This is some booty cheek. Oh. Alright, let's see if we can find one more trade. If not, we're basically done for the day. I'm totally fine being down 200 on the day, right? Overall, my first day trading these accounts, I was up 800. The next day, let's see. The next day, I was up 460. The next day, 345. So, like, this is nothing compared to what it could have been, right? I'm just definitely keeping my wins a lot bigger than, not a lot bigger, but bigger than my losses, right? Making sure I follow my rules. Like I said, the only thing I wish I didn't like do is accidentally misclicking. Usually I'll make excuses like, yeah, you know, I went in double contracts, like it wasn't part of my plan, but like, you know, I accidentally clicked it, whatever, I'll just stick with it. But like, this truly was like a mistake. It would have been fine. I probably would have been stopped out, not for as much, but just went in 2 contracts. That's way heavier size than I normally do. I know I went 2 contracts right here, but I guess it was a good setup, so I decided to take it. But I need to relax on that, take it slow. Yeah, this was definitely a B setup. I don't know what it is. Okay, we're starting to finally push, so let's see. I'm trying to think right now, if I were to take this trade, how big would my stop be, right? It's like 40 points. And if I were to take a trade, I don't know, it might look something like this. Maybe, like, usually I don't even hold this long though. And given how price action is kind of moving right now, like, we might not even reach those highs. So I don't know if it's even worth to. Oh, you sent your trade in Discord. Sorry. Let me open up the Discord right now. Yeah, let me check that out. See. Ah, I see. Okay. I see. Yeah, CISD. Yeah, closed above. It looks good, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like a good trade. Looks like a solid trade. SMT as well, right? It's during a macro time, yeah. It's just unfortunate. Some trades don't work out. Totally fine, bro. Good trade. Good trade. That's a fire trade, bro. So now we might get another opportunity right now, maybe. So we'll see. Yeah, okay, there we go. So now we're getting momentum, right? That's good. Now we're getting a clear sign. I'm just waiting now okay, we close above, right? I don't know if I will take the close above. It's totally possible we could just send it, right? But for me, I'm just more comfortable probably taking a trade over here. I'm totally cool with that. I'm not gonna force anything if I don't have to, right? Because yeah. But this is a good sign though. We close above here. Now I'm more inclined to think that we're probably going to go up, right? Doesn't mean I'm gonna go take a long just because this is the first setup, because I kind of learned from this mistake over here, right? So it is a good sign though, right? We're closing above all this chop, right? That's now we're starting to see some decision in the market. I really like that. So let's just kind of see. Totally possible to go, like, if we do close above, take a starter entry, maybe going super light size, right? Going super light size, maybe like a quarter or maybe half of the size that you normally do, right? And there's aiming for the low fruit, so maybe going for like just this one right here, right? Or this one right here, and then try to hold runners, right? There's no reason to like try to hold all your positions to London High, right? Make sure you know, scale out and do what you need to do. Go break even, right? But I just want to see more follow through, right? More follow through, more follow through. And you'll definitely know when I'm in a trade or not. But this is a good step in the right direction, I guess. And ES is kind of just following suit. I will probably consider taking starter positions, maybe. I'm trying to think. I'll probably go like half size on NQ. Like I'll go like 5 micros. Oh, it's too late, I think. Maybe. Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's fine. It's totally fine. I was gonna try to enter right here, but I was going to change my contract size to 5 micros. Do something like this, but yeah, TP1 would have been hit right there. I would be break even now immediately. You got a limit in or what? Or you're just waiting for a retrace? Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. For me, ideally, I don't want to see an aggressive retrace, like where the next candle just dumps. I want to see if we retrace, just like slow momentum, right? And then that way, at least on the way down, we're kind of building liquidity, right? And then we could just explode out again. Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. Okay, let me pull that up again. Let's see. How big was your stop? Damn, you got bottom ticked, bro. That is so unlucky. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Alright, I like that we're pushing. So now I just want to see a retrace maybe into this fair value gap. I'll take a long. I'm not gonna take the tap though. I will take the close if we close out of the fair value gap, right? So if we retrace, right, I'm not gonna take the tap. That's just my trading style, I guess. If we have like a strong candle close like this, out of the fair value gap, that's what I'll take. So just kind of waiting right now. I do like longs though. It's looking good though. On. Get retrace into this. If we're like really bullish though, we might not get a retrace. I mean, I guess there is an SMT like fair value gap, right? What's that? Basically just ES tapping the fair value gap instead, right? So ES did tap that fair value gap. So NQ technically doesn't have to if we're super bullish, right? We might not tap into the NQ fair value gap. So I'm kind of just I don't know. I don't know if I want to slap long and just like kind of try to hold, but we'll see. Okay, yeah. Honestly, I'll just give it a stab long. And just see how it goes. I'll have my stop right here. If we close below the fair value gap, this is literally my last trade for the day. So if we somehow retrace pretty deep below this fair value gap, I'm pretty much done for the day. But yeah, the reason I took it though was because ES tapped it. Make sure you do not copy my trades though, right? Make sure you do not copy the trades. Ideally, maybe my trade would have been right here, but I just wasn't comfortable at the time. We could retrace too, and then I might get stopped, but that's totally fine. I put on a trade for a reason. I'm going half size. More than happy to take a loss and just call it right there. But yeah, right now I just want to see a lot more follow through, a lot more decision in the market. We're kind of slowing down here, which is not the greatest, but let's see if we kind of just retrace into this fair value gap and see what happens from here. I might get my stop loss blown straight through the... Fine. Like, we could still hold this level, and I probably should have my stop a lot lower, but let's see. Up 72. Alright, I'm about to get stopped though. Let's see. If I were to like re-enter, so basically now at this fair value gap, if we get a strong candle close out of it, that's probably wouldn't have been my most ideal entry, but we just kind of have to see. Because if you retrace, you might retrace really deep, right? Or you could just blow past it. So let's see. Looks like I'm gonna get stopped though. Yeah, there you go. Really deep retrace. Okay. Yeah. 2 L's on the day. First loss in a little bit, or not first loss in a little bit, but first trading day in a little bit. L. Totally fine though. Kind of just see. Limit orders or stop loss. What, do you have mental stops usually? Oh my god, yeah. Otherwise, I would have probably still not gonna lie, yeah. Today was just overall a weird trading day. A lot of chop until we got the big move that we wanted, but I think I was just too hesitant to take the trade initially. I really was about to enter right here, so my entry would have been right here. So my trade would have looked something like this. However, the reason I wasn't able to enter was I was switching from NQ to MNQ, and during that time we already blew past right here, and I was already too late on my entry. So we took the first TP that I wanted, right? And I would have been break even, try to hold runners, would have been stopped out break even. But it is what it is. Oh yeah, so you wait for a candle closure as well. Okay, that's cool. There you go. But that is pretty much it for my trading, at least for the day. 2 L's, unfortunate, but it is what it is. Now I just got to journal, figure out what I could have done better. But yeah, I guess I will show the P&L on the day though. Let's see. I will post it on the Discord. Actually, no, that's the wrong one. 6. 2 L's on the day. Yep, there it is. So we were doing pretty good. I guess not the greatest trading on my end, definitely for sure. I think I should have probably gone lighter size going into the day. However, I kind of didn't realize the kind of volatility, not the volatility, but market conditions, I guess. But it do suck. It, you know, losing never feels that good. It never feels great, but it is what it is. 280. Yeah, I bought the top, so let's see. There it is. So I guess I'll show the execution as well. Went in similar. Hey. So are you trading what firm are you trading right now, Woom? I'm kind of interested as well. Do you have a preference for 5? Oh, you went in, okay, 5 micros. On this trade right here, or the one that you went in originally, your model over here? Oh, I see. Okay. Hey, you win some, you lose some. The good thing is that you managed your risk well, I guess. It's all good. Yeah, so this is okay. So one of the reasons, okay, second trade right here. So this trade right here, okay, but also but was also my model, but I usually don't take 2 trades in it. Okay, yeah. I honestly have a lot to say about this trade. One is definitely I felt FOMO here. So there was a lot of FOMO right here, and there was not, I feel like not enough justification for me to enter long just because ES entered long, right? And we're starting to push. I realized my mistake now, and also one of the preventative measures that I usually have, right? It's like I said, I don't take the tap into a fair value gap. The reason I don't take a tap into a fair value gap because it helps prevent me from taking L's like this, right? Sure, I took a loss on this trade, but we didn't basically tap into the fair value gap on NQ, right? But listen to me. If let's say I was patient, right, before taking this trade right here, and I didn't enter early, right? I didn't get FOMO, right? The reason this would have been fine and I wouldn't have taken an L on this trade, right? The reason I wouldn't have taken an L if I took it how I normally trade, right, is I wait for a candle closure out of a fair value gap. I told you before I even took this trade, right, that I usually wait for a candle closure out of a fair value gap. Also, we're kind of pushing like crazy right now, but look at, do we get a candle closure? No, we kind of just blow straight through it, right? So I probably wouldn't have entered the trade anyways, but that's ifs, buts, you know, I'm not trying to make excuses, but there's that. Potential, I don't know what this is, I'm not gonna lie. SMT maybe, I mean, a bit of an SMT, but I'm done trading for the day. I know myself, more than 2 trades, I always end up, yeah, PA is just choppy. Okay, let's see, just look at the 917, 9, okay, let's see. 17. This inversion right here, this one's so tiny, bro. I don't think I could have taken this. I did see it though. I did see it. Or was it NQ, or sorry, was ES cleaner on that fair value gap? I mean, ES was, and actually not really. Ah, dude. Now we're gonna get the move. Now we're gonna get the move, and then it stops us out with this big move right here. Come on, bro. That's just the market playing all the time. But that's the thing. It always tries to bait you into like taking more trades, right? And then you eventually blowing up. Yeah. Let's see. So, but once it got inverted, price utilized it as resistance. That was the reason price melted down. To be honest. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. So there's probably like a BPR or whatnot. Yeah, it's like a BPR, right? So you close below the. I sometimes utilize this. If you break past the thing, right, you retest it as resistance. I was looking at this level. I was thinking about going short, but I never actually ended up pulling the trigger. The time is also important. Yep. There you go. There you go. But yeah, basically, I'm probably still bullish. I'm about to hop off soon, but I'm probably still bullish. The reason is, now we're kind of like, we kind of formed a BPR right here, right? A little bit. So I'm just kind of seeing if this level holds, that would be ideal, sure. If not, and we kind of break down, I would not be surprised for this level to get taken. Was it 691 and 641? But ideally we kind of push towards London high. The reason I'm not too keen on London highs is we already swept those highs up here, right? So there's probably no reason for us to go to London high, those data wick highs. But we purged and reverted it. I don't think we are bullish though. Yeah, exactly. So that's, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like we already swept this like previous week's high. I don't think there's a reason for us to go higher. If we do, like, I don't see us continuing to push past that, because there's kind of nothing for a little bit. But what could end up happening is if we do kind of hold this level, right? I could see something like this. That seems possible. We could also reach for this right here, the London highs, but like I don't see us kind of pushing past that even higher. But there's like kind of no reason for us to push this high, right? I'm not gonna lie. We just reswept this, so we close below right here and retrace. I probably wouldn't be surprised to see shorts. I'm probably more bearish just seeing that, but yeah, let's see. This is the move I wanted, but no follow through, which is unfortunate. Do we have news right now? There's not even any news right now. Tomorrow is NFP. Don't lose more, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the don't lose. I would try not to. Hey, this week was pretty good. But today was a little bit unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. So this was a 290. How much did I lose on this? 280. Okay, so this is a 280 loss. Mine's 280. Yep. See, come on. Like this is the move I wanted, bro. Come on. I'm just saying. Hey, Woom, we had the read though. Woom, we had the read. It was just quite unfortunate timing, right? I think what yo what's up yo what's up is right. The timing is just not there. Good trade though, Woom. I think you had a solid trade, bro. It was just a little bit too choppy right here. You got chopped out. You literally got bottom tick too. This would have worked out. I don't know. You probably most likely would have been stopped right here, but I'm sure you probably would have taken profit at least and then gone break even. But yeah, see. So now if we sell off, like I literally drew this out, bro. I literally drew this out. I don't see it us pushing towards London high, but if we do, that's crazy. I don't know. If we close below this fair value gap, that'd probably give me a short bias, but I honestly think that we kind of push for these lows. That's just what I think, at least. Could we push higher? Sure. The market can do whatever it wants. I'm not the judge of it. I don't make the rules. It's just we already swept the high, so I'd be kind of skeptical at least. But yeah, I'm just gonna finish journaling up and then pretty much ending the stream. But thank you guys for tuning in. Did I follow my rules? Not really. I FOMO'd in and Q. What time was that trade at? What time was this trade at? Okay, 10:30. What minute? Literally just a 1 minute trade. I need to utilize the higher time frame definitely a lot more. This was such a FOMO trade now that I think about it, and I understand my mistake. I understand it now. I understand it now. My mistake. Honestly, this is a C trade. I don't know why I even took this trade. Boom! I told you, don't. That's my fault. That's my fault. Don't copy my trades though. I'm trying to get back on my feet, brother. I'm trying to get back on my feet. Don't copy my trades. You had a solid trade though. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I took your trade. I wish I took your trade. Also, you got a clean chart, brother. I was talking about it yesterday. You got a clean chart. I need to redo my chart. It looks so ugly. I'm just trying to stick with my theme, my overall like personal brand theme. What time you trade, Monk? I trade the opens. I usually trade just like the first hour, first 2 hours. I rarely trade 2 hours now. I remember before I was pretty much sitting on my ass the entire day, market open till close. But sorry I didn't answer your question earlier. Yeah, but I'll just trade the market open. Really? It looks clean. I'm not gonna lie, it looks clean. It's really clean. Hey, but that'll give you motivation to, you know, or at least give me motivation. So 60% win rate, not the greatest. I remember, so when I was going, let me see if I can pull it up. Let me pull it up for you real quick. Let's see. Bro, I'm telling you, I was an absolute demon. I was an absolute demon for a little bit. But I don't know what happened. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm on a bit of a slump. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, the market is going crazy. Hold up. Hold up. Oh my god. Come on, bro. Boom. This is literally the trade that we wanted, bro. This is exactly what we wanted. This is the price action we wanted when entering this trade. It's just unfortunate timing. I know my mistake though. So yeah, this is unfortunate right here. This is what we wanted, right? This is what we wanted. So if this trade right here, right? Yeah, crazy win streaks. That's when I was hella disciplined, but now I'm just being, I don't know what happened. I'm a bit of a bum right now. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. So these trades, looking back, definitely could have been prevented. I shouldn't have been in this trade. Period. I should not have been in this trade. Period. There's no reason for me to enter in FOMO. We're already so high up. We already pumped up 90 points. Our retrace was pretty much inbound, right? It was pretty obvious. And I could have probably prevented a loss if I just followed my normal rules. Wait for a close out of the fair value gap, right? Wait for a closure, a strong candle close out of the fair value gap, right? So would I be in this trade? No, I would not. Why? Because we're not closing above the fair value gap, right? So next candle, right? Let's see what happens. Any other fair value gap within this area? Not really. I mean, maybe you could argue like, yeah, actually no, there's like this fair value gap and then this small one. Would I enter this trade right here? No. Why? Because we didn't close out of the fair value gap, right? So this would have given us an opportunity to maybe find an entry within this area. Like if we waited 5 minutes, right? Just 5 minutes, we give the market, right, to readjust. If we saw this candle right here, I would say I would like it, but you know, I'd be skeptical that we could still go short, right? The reason I would probably take long at this point is I don't know if I would enter long here. I could have maybe if I was like a little bit lenient, but the reason this would have been a nice trade is right here. Tap it in, right? So, you know, nice tap. Actually, I don't even know I would have been in this trade. I'm not gonna lie, because this is the strong candle close I want, right? But ideally not too high to the point where you don't get to set a TP, right? But strong candle close. Take the TP one, right? Now try to hold runners to London. So now that's kind of where we're at. And yeah. I do have like a strategy video on my YouTube. Like I definitely go really in depth on what, like, you know, when I was on a crazy win streak. Yeah, candle's too big. Yeah, exactly. Like ideally this candle closes for me to enter a trade. Literally just like anything like right here, bro. I would have taken a trade, right? Anything like a strong candle close like out of here. This would have been totally fine for me to take a trade. We get a strong candle close like this. I'm entering long right here, right? Stop loss below. So a couple stop losses. One was literally just right below the candle tap, right? Or probably below the candle like inception, right? Right here. And then just aim for the TP, right? Would have been nice, and then try to hold runners. That would have been ideal, but it is what it is. But yeah, time for me to journal. We're bullish. Honestly, we're kind of ranging. Exactly. I like that mindset, Woo. That's the kind of mindset that you need in this game, so that's good. I know a lot of people, they be blaming the markets or whatnot instead of blaming themselves. I feel like you should take responsibility for any trade that you take. Sure, the market will do what the market does, right? But there's always one thing that you could have improved on, right? So that's kind of what this journal is for. Doesn't matter how A+ your trade is, right? There's always one thing that you could have improved on, right? And for me, I always, like, whenever I take a trade, right, I'm like, okay, I understand my mistake. Let's not do it next time, right? Let's try to not. I think maybe last week or 2 weeks ago, I think I was up like another 800, or I was up like 500 on the day, right? On a funded account. Blew that account. I just want to say that I blew that account. But the reason I learned from that was I was up 500 and I ended up taking another trade that ended up spiraling out of control. I took a loss, and then I took another loss. I ended up sizing up, took another loss, right? And what I'm trying to basically get at is I learned from that mistake. I'm like, okay, I was up on the day. Why am I taking another trade, right? Why am I over leveraging, stuff like that? And I basically learned from that. So I only take one trade per day for the most part. Today was just a little bit different. I took 2 trades, right? But as you can see, June 2nd, June 3rd, June 4th, right? All 1 trades. And I'm up on the day, and I'm not going to try to fuck around and find out, right? I just take my 1 trade. I'm up on the day. There's no point in me taking another trade, and I just call it. And just today was just unfortunate, whatever, right? Let's just say it's unfortunate. Took 2 L's. That's fine. I didn't blow up. I didn't, you know, revenge trade. I didn't actually. I mean, I had FOMO today, but I'm not gonna take another trade, right? Yeah. So okay, I've heard ICT say that. For me, I honestly don't mind trading the day before NFP. I don't really mind. It's just whenever I see my my setup, I just take it. I haven't seen it really affect me too much. News wise, I don't really see the news, but I have, when I first started trading ICT, I did hear that from him. And I definitely saw the results. I definitely saw it help. So I might, hey, maybe I have to do that again. But me, I just trade every single day. If my setup's there, great. If it's not, it's also great. It's whatever. Okay, so higher time frame. What is a higher time frame confluence? I don't even know. Today was not really a higher time frame confluence. Like the higher time frame is atrocious. Look at this, man. Just chop, 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 chop. Right. So not really anything on the higher time frame. Lower time frame confluent. Are we bullish on the lower time frame when I took this trade? We're kind of ranging. We're kind of bullish, I'd say. Okay, bullish high time frame. I'd say ranging. I'll do this. I'll do that. Sure. What else was there? So there was a liquidity sweep. There was an inversion. Yeah, that's literally it. I don't know why I entered this trade. I did have a target, so London target, sure. I also had another liquidity target. Was there an SMT here? Yeah, there was an SMT, or I should do like a fair value SMT, huh? SMT FEG. So SMT FEG, I'll do that. And there was, okay, so this is my mistake. No entry here. There was literally no entry. That's why I lost. This was pure FOMO right here. So I understand it. We move on. It's okay. Going into this trade, I have FOMO and wanted my bias to play out. We are currently pushing like I wanted, but I can't find an entry with stop loss placement. So Woom, let me ask you this then. What could you have done differently today, right? Your stop loss, right? I know you say your stop loss. Where would you put your ideal stop loss, right? Would it be at the low right here, right? Would it be at the low, or like, yeah, where would you put your stop loss? Do you have a mental stop loss, or like what was the game plan, right? I'm sure I could probably guess from what your game plan was, like something like this, right? And then scale along the way, right? Not to use limits and to exit at closure. Deep candle form. Okay. Oh, that makes a lot of sense then, yeah. Yeah. Just so you prevent yourself from getting wicked out, right? Literally what happened right here, right? If we continue to push past here, I'm sure you would have closed your trade. But the fact that we kind of just barely swept this level and immediately start pushing, right? Turtle soup, right? Turtle soup. Unlucky. Liquidity sweep. It's unfortunate, but hey, good on you for, you know, taking 1 or 2 trades, right? And not overdoing it, right? Trading is about kind of the long game, right? Trading is about it's about the long game, right? And that's kind of what I lost sight of for the past couple months, is always feeling like I needed to put on results, right? I need to see results now, right? I need to see a green day now. And I kind of, because when I was trading like really good, I would have losses, right? I would have, look at $900 loss, right? And I would still bounce back the next day, $300 win, but then $900 loss, right? But then it eventually adds up. $800 win, $700 win, $300 win, $73 loss, right? $300. It's about the long game, right? Look, even after I lost $2,000 on a day, right? I still climbed my way back, right? Up, down, right? Up, down, down. I was on a loss streak. I was on a 4 loss streak right here, and I still managed to. So it's about the long game, right? And I'm trying to figure that out myself still again, right? I'm still trying to like understand that, yo, like I don't need to be rushing stuff, right? I don't need to be rushing it. And it definitely helps that I'm streaming now, that, you know, someone at least is watching and it kind of holds me accountable. So I appreciate for you watching, Woom. You're my like one and only viewer right now. I appreciate it. Thank you for always tuning in. Gotta show a brother some love. You doing some good work. So have you got, yeah, what firm are you trading right now? I'm kind of curious. We are currently pushing like I want, but I can't find an entry. Yes, sir. Okay, so okay, so you showing up pretty much every day on the market and paper trading and stuff, forward testing. That's really good, bro. That's a lot of discipline you got. The MyFundedFutures discount. Oh, okay. Do you like the, actually, so you trade the starters. Do you trade Tradeify at all or no? Oh, this is really good. If I would have entered this trade, this would have been my entry right here, maybe. This after we close above this inversion, that would have been really nice actually. Too late now. Not gonna take another trade. Do you trade Tradify at all? Nah. Do you not like him, or they have like the? I think they're probably their plans a lot, not a lot cheaper. Sorry. I know MyFundedFutures, they do the starter accounts, right? What, they're around like $97, $92 or something. I want to buy a MyFundedFutures. Oh, they seem so high. Yeah, I love MyFundedFutures. I also really love Tradify. So those, like, if you check the link in the description in this video, you'll see that I have the Tradify and MyFundedFutures. I just really like those firms. I was partnered, or I was affiliated with MyFundedFutures, but they don't do affiliates for like smaller channels anymore, which kind of sucks. But you know, I really still like them. They're probably one of my favorite. I think they're my. It's between 1 and 2 for MyFundedFutures and Tradify. Those are my top 2 firms. They're just such solid firms. Really great rules. I've never gotten denied on any of them. Apex is like the iffy one, right? Everyone knows. However, you know, I've gotten paid out by Apex, right? I think I got paid out 12K from them last year. But I probably would have been paid out even more, close to 20K, if I didn't get denied my payouts. Which one? I mean, come on. Kind of just sucks. Yeah, actually, yeah, I think my total from Apex would have been about 20K paid out from Apex, but they denied me probably like 8 payouts or something. It was crazy. Getting a solid push though, so yeah. If you look into Tradify, they have a here. Let me see. So trade. See. So they have a decent amount of plans. So what you're probably, they self-funded without you. 5 minis that you could go. I believe on MyFundedFutures is 3, right? So 3 micros on, I guess it kind of depends on the plan you go. There is a soft reach, right? Pretty sure MyFundedFutures also has the same thing. The only thing that's different, I would say, between the two is you have $500 less drawdown on Tradify. I think on MyFundedFutures you have $2,500 total drawdown. However, this one's trailing, which is the only bad thing. It's trailing. MyFundedFutures is end of day drawdown, I believe. So that's totally fine. You could probably hold a trade. But right here, you probably have to secure profits. But at the same time, you do get a little bit more micros if you do trade it aggressively. The resets are $85, so it is cheaper to like kind of recycle the account if you blew it, to just reset it, right? I personally like the advanced. I don't know what people hate on eval so much. I really like it. There's no daily loss limit, so you just kind of just play aggressive you need. But yeah. When I was trading them, what do you call it? These accounts were the advanced accounts. I really like those accounts, but I think this was, yeah, so this was Tradify. I managed to 3,500. I believe that's also Tradify. Yep, so I got another 3K from Tradify. So I believe I got 7,500 total from Tradify so far. But yeah, they're a solid firm. Tradify right now currently is my favorite firm, by far. Actually, no, it's not even by far. Sorry, it's really close with MyFundedFutures. Both are just solid. Both are just solid firms. Take Profit Trader, I've been looking into them. They're also pretty solid. But yeah, Apex as well. MyFundedFutures, Tradeify. So Tradeify is my top one. MyFundedFutures, I would say, is pretty close. Oh yeah, dude, you will not get denied by Tradeify. I promise you. If you get denied, you come to me. I'll reimburse you, bro. These guys do not deny. Same with MyFundedFutures. At the same time, I got paid out by these guys in like 5 minutes from Tradeify, I think. Okay, maybe not 5 minutes, but I think it was like 30 minutes. MyFundedFutures is definitely the fastest one though. MyFundedFutures, these guys will pay you in like seconds, bro. It's funny. It is hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. Getting paid out by Tradeify is like the funniest thing ever because they'll pay you in like 5. I think my record time. Let me scroll down actually. When did I get paid out by Tradeify? Or I mean, MyFundedFutures. 4 minutes. These guys paid me in 4 minutes. These guys, I don't know what they're doing over there, but like it was I was like, damn. Yeah, these guys paid me in 4 minutes. That was actually the funniest thing ever. Tradeify, I would say probably took 30 minutes. It could take up to a couple hours, but like they will 100% pay you out. I guarantee you. It does not matter how you trade. You full port your entire portfolio and just somehow make money. Like they will pay you out. There's no, yeah, 4 minutes is really crazy. Tradeify will not deny you. I guarantee you. Same with MyFundedFutures. I don't know about TopStep. TopStep's something that I haven't really looked into. I have traded with them. However, I didn't get a payout with them. Apex, you know, Apex is Apex. It's whatever. Apex is Apex, bro. I don't know what to say. Those guys, they might pay you off. They might not. It's kind of a gamble. I feel like you probably have better luck trading the markets than requesting from Apex and then praying to God that they pay you out. It's crazy. Like, I feel like in the trading prop firms, trading these prop firms, you should not have to worry whether your payout gets denied or not, right? It should be just straightforward. You request a payout and you get paid. But I understand they do have people who are like milking them, I guess, and they don't want that, I guess. It's not good for the business model. Like they have people copy trading like hundreds of accounts. It's crazy. You know what I truly want though is the affiliate money. That's where I want. You see Patrick, bro, this guy makes $1 million. Patrick Whelan, this guy makes $1 million a month. I'm sure like 90% of it is from probably like prop firm affiliates. He makes 20K a day. Is it 20K a day? I can't even remember. This guy makes some ridiculous money off of affiliates. Let's see. I don't even know if I can find it. This guy posts too often. And I used to hate on this guy. But he's just living his life, bro. I can't even be hating. Who the fuck spends 500K though? I mean, if I'm making $1.3 million a year, or sorry, a month. This is a month, right? I might be spending 500K. I don't know, maybe. But like, come on. Let me see where his affiliate. He had posted a thing where he showed his affiliate income, and it was 20K a day. It was like 20K a day. I was like, how does one person make 20K a day just from affiliate? It's crazy. He doesn't even have that much interaction. I mean, I guess it's just from, because he does have like that website that I guess people use. Maybe it's so right here, yeah. I think so. Maybe people use this. But yeah, hey, good for him, I guess. Good for him. I mean, he's just kind of out there. I don't know if I could do that type of entertainment. Eventually, I do want to get to that level. So I think when I grow out this YouTube a little bit more, get more viewers, I would like to do like some day in the life stuff. That's kind of just something I've always wanted to become a YouTuber, right? As a kid, like a gaming YouTuber and stuff, right? That never ended up happening. So So I guess it's kind of like my childhood dream to kind of fulfill that, you know, while building this channel is, you know, when I have a decent following and maybe this becomes my full-time job, I could show, you know, this is what I do in a day, stuff like that. But what I do not have respect for is all those internet fake gurus that kind of just like try to sell you a dream. Fuck those guys, bro. Cause I bought a course, cause I started off in Forex. Those guys are like the scummiest people on the planet, bro. Actually. But you know, Patrick, I'm sure it's just like a kind of a personality for him. I heard from other people that he's like a nice dude outside of the camera, but who knows? You just seem I truly did not like this guy for a while when I first started trading, but I just slowly realized that who am I to judge, right? It's I shouldn't even be hating. This guy's making hella money. He's just doing whatever the fuck he wants, right? What I should be doing is getting my ass to work and not hating, right? Forget him, right? Forget him. Good on him. He's making hella money. He's kind of living his life, right? There's no need for me to hate. What I should be doing is trying to get rich and doing the same thing. So I don't mind him anymore. He's kind of just whatever. He's kind of an internet troll, whatever. But yeah, you just let him do what he wants, right? Let him do what he wants. That's facts. This at the same time, it's like kind of goes for everything. It's like people hate on other people's strategy. And for me, it's like, bro, like the market is. Literally the market moves is because everyone has different strategies, right? I don't get why everyone thinks ICT is the truth, or even though I'm an ICT trader, right? I don't praise ICT or I don't praise retail. It's what works for you, right? The reason I trade ICT is the reason it works is there is an explanation. Yeah, I live in America, yeah. Are you from like the UK or something? I have a friend over in the UK. Not a friend, but like another trading friend. Not a trading friend, but like someone who was tuning in the stream and they're from the UK. So I'm just kind of guessing you're from the UK. I don't know if that's true. Not the UK or Europe or something. Are you in America? Hey, how did I know, bro? How did I know? I did say that though. Did I not call it? Okay, but not UK. I was like, I don't know why I said UK as it was like the entirety of Europe, but what part of Europe? If you don't mind me asking. I'm trying to take a guess actually. I'm gonna say what am I gonna say? I'm gonna guess. What country trades a lot? I don't even know. Germany. What? Germany, really? That's awesome. That's pretty sick. Hey, if I ever go to Germany, I'm hitting you up, Boom. You better take me around, brother. Germany's sick. I really want to visit Germany. I haven't had too much German food, but I'm sure it'll taste good. I'm sure German food would taste amazing. So what time is it over there? It's definitely in the afternoon, right? Nearing nighttime, maybe. I'm guessing it's probably actually not even. It's probably in the afternoon, like. Yeah, it's probably in the afternoon. Good cars in Germany, but that's about it, really. 514, okay. Good cars in Germany, yeah, dude. All the German-made cars are insane. Actually, what are the German-made cars? Let's see all the different brands. Damn. Wait, Porsche's German? I did not know that, actually. I knew it was a European car. I don't know. Actually, no. Is it? Yeah, actually, holy shit. I'm not gonna lie, there's this like one super rich dude at my gym that has all these German cars, bro. It's crazy. He has an Audi, BMW, Porsche, all these different cars. It's crazy. Alright, see you tomorrow, brother. I'll see you soon. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, I'm basically just gonna end the stream as well. So I appreciate you hanging around. I'll see you later, brother. Let's see. I'm just gonna finish on my journal. Alright, that is it. I will see you guys later. Thank you for tuning in, and make sure you join the Discord. It's linked in the description. Come hang out. I will be here tomorrow most likely as well, so peace.